Oh, my stars. I have done like 15, 20 minutes of show, and I just realized I wasn't even live. I thought that I'd hit the live button. Oh my God. I'm Regina, and you are you. How many times am I going to do that today? So I'm sitting here talking about stuff, and I'm going, how come Christy's not even talking to me? How come nothing's happening? What happened to the little window up here that says, oh, you're live? Because it wasn't live. That's why it wasn't working. Now it's there. And I am so sorry to keep you out there waiting. What did I say? While I was talking about, hey, stay tuned, subscribe, notify, get notified, do all that stuff, because you never know what this shit show is going to bring you. I am so glad you're here to witness my buffoonery. Oh my God. I am just mortified that I don't know what time is it. Oh, I've only been going about 12 minutes, but I had at least 10 minutes and I had to stop and start all over again. And that was a couple, 2, 3 minutes. And then oh my stars. And then I never even really got started. So anyway, welcome to the show. So now I'm all discombobulated because I was going to talk about letting go. And I've already talked about letting go, even though nobody heard a word about it. Because I'm pretty impressed with these soul circle is what we call it. I mean, I'm sure it's got lots of different names around the country and around the world. Lara gets into it, a frequent guest on this show, and she does talking circles, and God, it's pretty cool because we talk about serious stuff, and you're not always comfortable in just casual conversation. And when you go to one of these things, it's supposed to be what's said there stays there. And I mean, that's pretty much the rule. And people are willing to talk a little bit more, and I get a lot out of it listening to other women share their experience, strength, and hope, even though it's, I say that term because Marty and I have used that for years now. And why it's a term that we get out of recovery, really has nothing to do with, in this case, experience, strength, and hope is what you're sharing. And so yeah. So did I talk about my office switch and why I don't have the green screen going and whatnot? I just felt like it was time for a little more authenticity. This is what the office looks like. The bottom row of Christmas cards are actual pieces of art created by a friend of mine who does collages, and they're pretty cool. I had a great big piece that she had done in my coffee shop, and I sold it when I closed the coffee shop because it wasn't that I didn't like it. I didn't have any place where it worked well. My house is pretty small, and I have a different style of art here, and so it just wouldn't have fit in, and so I had a lady who would give me what I paid for it, and yeah, I did it. So anyway, Kimmy is a great artist, I think. Unique in her own right, and fun to talk to. Oh my stars. So yeah, so we're back to bare bones here, and can't see as much crap. And it is what it is. It's Regina's authentic little room. And so giving it a shot. I'm still trying to figure out how to get rid of the glare on my glasses. And so this is probably going to take some work. If I hold my head just right, it's not too bad. But if I get up here, or if I lean forward a little bit, it goes away. But this is not too bad now. So we've talked about letting go. So I was gonna like pop up the screen share, which I've already lost, or let's see if I can do it here. No, it's not gonna be that easy. And so there's this article, the Florida opened up their legislative sessions, and they're just piling on the anti-trans stuff. And what are these people's problems? Why don't you just let people be? I mean, Florida has for years been an innovator of new assaults on freedom and equality, and this year's slate of bills is no difference. And that's what the Human Rights Campaign is saying out of Orlando. So among the most extremes is introduced by Dean Black that would require for Floridians to sign an affidavit certifying that their driver's license or other state ID reflects the sex listed in their original birth certificate. As a result, transgender Floridians would have to turn in any existing idea that shows their gender identity and would not be able to receive such identification in the future. Now, is that bullshit or is that bullshit? So I see where DeSantis has dropped out of the presidential race. Does that mean now he's going to concentrate more on this type of stuff and get more into his anti-trans rhetoric? And holy crap, where does it stop? Why can't they let go of some of this stuff? Oh, my stars. How do we, like me, for example, a little old transgender lady up here in the Northwest who lives in a town of 2,500, what can I do to help those people in Florida? What can we do to create so much economic havoc, so much chaos in that state that this stuff does not get passed? What do we do to change minds? What do we do? I mean, my hands are not tied, but I don't know what I can do to work on it. I don't know. I'm looking for solutions, not more problems. So, I mean, this goes on and on. Like the whole health insurance policy state that covers transition-related prescriptions or to also cover treatment to detransition. And then that goes on to talk about conversion therapy and that kind of bullshit. It is freaking crazy. It is crazy. What do you think, Chrissy? Are you still here? Talk to me. Probably what I should do is send you an invite and just come on and we could just talk. You want to do that? Okay, I'll be with you in just a second now. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get this to you. Leave full screen so I can see the bottom of my... How come I got 3 people watching this other page here? How many things at StreamYard do I got on? I wonder if I could post that right there and send it to you that way. Can you hit that? Does that work? Oh, are you there? Oh, there you are. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? God, I'm a mess today, aren't I?
Oh, sounds like I need to turn something off.
What's that?
Hang on.
Hey, I'll kick you off if you're not nice.
Well, I'll try to be nice.
Okay. So
anyway, yeah, you asked. I think, if passed, it has to go to the Supreme Court. It should. I mean, we're interfering with the rights of people, and heaven help us, right? Because the court is stacked in a way that it may not be to our advantage. So that's my take. I don't know what else we can do. I have friends in Florida, trans friends in Florida, and it hurts.
Here's Gracie. Hi, Gracie. So, yeah, I mean, it's really difficult to know people that are having to go through that take a chance of losing all their identity, and we start the Underground Railroad to move them all out. Where do they go? We talk about things, but this is actually fascism was the word I was looking for there. I mean, we talk about fascism, but Florida is getting closer and closer to being a fascist state all the time, and freaking people don't want to hear that, because we live in the great democracy. Well, I don't see where we live in that, That hurts my feelings. Instead of my show, spending time with the dog. So is Israel. Yeah. Don't even get me started about that. I'm just like trying to get stuck on Florida and talk about what's happening right here in our own country. It just is freaking crazy. I just don't understand how people can think that way. This is where you jump in now.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, first off, I think, and I don't know if it'd be good to understand what Floridians think compared to their representatives in their state legislature.
So that reminds me of the other thing I was going to talk about Florida. Thank you for the segue.
Oh, okay.
Because 5-6 days ago, there was a special election in Osceola County, and the Democrat won. It was a state level, but a mostly red county that Biden lost by 12 points in what was it, 20? Was it 20? Yeah. In 20, lost by 12 points, and this guy won, a Democrat won by 2 points.
Yay.
Yeah. So obviously, to me, that means Floridians aren't that happy with that, but are they going to get the chance to vote before, because how many laws are going to be in place before November of this year? In most states, the legislative session only lasts a few months, and so, yeah, good point, Gracie. I have been talking to Simone, and she has a lot of friends in Florida, and so we were talking about it, and I had heard about this special election, and that was I wanted to point out that there's hope, because if more Democrats get elected, theoretically, all this stuff will go away. But will it? I mean, where are we at as people? That we're trying to take rights away from each other, and we're so divided. Half the country wants to be fascist, is what it seems like, and it's scary, scary. So I don't know what to say.
Yeah, just like I typed in, I have to leave for a class I got to drive over there, and that starts in 2 minutes, so I really should be going. I'm sorry, I have to leave. But,
okay.
Have fun, everyone. Looks like good
time.
Conversation. I'll try to catch up after I get done. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. So anyway, that worked well. Better than my screen sharing. So yeah, that's I understand it's happening all over. 600 anti-trans bills, and now it's already started this year. It's the 20th of January, and Florida's already introduced a whole shit pot full of anti-trans stuff, and so it keeps rolling along. When does it stop? I mean, what can we do to stop the anti-trans stuff on the other side of the country? I don't like to belabor stuff like this. I don't even really like to get too involved in the conversation online, but as in election year, we're going to have to talk about this stuff more and more. And I'm basically an idiot when it comes to this, because I don't read. I mean, I kind of depend upon Gracie to fill me in a little bit and keep me up to date on stuff, and just chatting around, and it's not like I don't watch a bunch of pundits and whatnot, but you have to be careful about who you watch. I mean, I get sent ones that I'm not crazy about, but I watch a little bit of them and see, because sometimes they're sent to me not for me to be fans of, but just to educate me about what people are saying, and so I appreciate that. But so anyway, any ideas? Gracie, what can we do? What do you think would help? how can we help our poor sisters and brothers in Florida, to where they can remain authentic to themselves? I should probably hide that. I can't even find it there. Oh, there it is. There. Okay. Am I on a roll yet? Well, I know none of us have got any control over it. And that's the problem is in a lot of respects, I think we all feel fairly helpless about doing anything about it, even the people who live in Florida. That article, though, that I shared, the page, I mean, that was the page the picture that I found, and I thought that was pretty cool that they've got that. I hope y'all saw that. Boatloads of money, but I get asked for money so often, and generally, generally speaking, trans folk are not the richest people in the world, especially this old trans folk. So yeah, it's crazy. I wish there were answers. I want solutions, and I don't know. Maybe things will go better as the year progresses politically. So yeah, I don't know. It's just, anyway, probably time to, because I'm just sitting here spinning my wheels, and because there is nothing, where I wish somebody someplace would come up with a way. I'm going to put this on the screen, Gracie. Absolutely. No, I get exactly what you're saying. But I'm willing to be part of the shaft. I would like to shaft those son of guns pretty desperately. I mean, if we can get a groundswell of movement, that's, what I often talk about is uniting with each other. If we all kind of like banded together, then we've got more of a voice than if we don't. But it does not seem to really gain momentum. So I don't know. You're right. I don't have any contact. I don't really even know anybody in Florida. I know people. Well, I do. I do know some people down there. Hey, there's Sarah. Hi, Sarah. How are you today? Thank God you're here. Now I can change the subject. Good to see you. You made it back. I was surprised your doctor's appointment was so late. And then I realized, well, you're like what? 9 hours difference from the West Coast here. So yeah, good to see you. I am good. We're talking about politics and the way things are in this country. I know Belgium's on pretty good ground, isn't it, as far as anti-trans stuff goes? There isn't any, is there? Physio hurt you? Oh my gosh, dear. Are you okay now? Is that shoulder still? So yeah, back to what we're talking about. So what is it like in Europe? I mean, I get kind of like a mixed bag there because of the dude in Hungary and then further east of that and South Africa is a real shit show. But but actually this country is like putting economic sanctions on some of those countries that are like killing gay people and whatnot. I wouldn't want to be in one of those countries like Uganda. Good grief. Wouldn't want to spend my money there. Good. Belgium's okay. That's what I thought. Northern Europe and well, the main parts of Europe is all pretty good, I think. Main parts, like one country is less main than another. I guess I should be careful what I say. But anyway, oh my gosh. Well, we're trying to have conversations about it and raise awareness. I don't know. I think generally that we all kind of pay attention to this kind of stuff, but it's like Gracie's saying here is we don't have a footprint in a lot of places. We just need to be supportive of each other. And how about Trump? Is he going to win? I don't know. I'll be camping on your doorstep, Sarah, if he does. So yeah, it's kind of like scary because I don't see a clear path. What is it? The way I'm sitting, or is it just me? My glasses like look crooked. There. I almost got that ring light to where it's not reflecting in my glasses. Almost. I get up here too high. Anybody got any thoughts on that ring light? Oh, honey, I'd be there in a heartbeat. Camp on. I got all these places to go. I'm looking out for myself. I got to show this. You can come to me. I love you. And oh my God, here we're getting like hot for each other right here on the screen. And you saw it first right here on, what's the name of my show? Trans Voices of Love and Kindness. All right, I just write episode 8. I'm like getting so lackadaisical about all this. Episode 8 started 3 times today. It was just crazy. Gracie, you thought you got here late. I had to start the show over. For you guys that got here late, this is the sequence. So I got on, I got started, and then I realized, what? I've got the like StreamYard logo. I've got a free version of StreamYard playing. So I saw this right after I got started. So I just shut it down and started all over. Well, I go on for like 10 minutes and I don't see this little deal up here live for 29 minutes. There's 2 people watching and I don't see any of that. I'm trying to figure out, where is that? What button did I hit that disappear? And then I looked to the other corner after like 10, 15 minutes, and I realized I'm not even live. And I couldn't figure out why Christy wasn't talking to me over here. And I'm like begging her, I'm going, Christy, say something. Are you gone? What's going on? And oh my God, I had to start over again. Well, we dispensed with all the advertising and everything. You know, we're brought to you by Ray's Roast Coffee. I hope y'all like this, and hit that subscribe button and get your notifications. You were here earlier? So, oh my gosh. So I don't know. I am such a flake, because I've been working on getting this going all morning long, because I wanted to do that screen share again. And it was better this week, but there's still some bugs to work out. I finally figured out how to get a second monitor up here by putting an iPad here. But I had it working once earlier, and then with all the confusion, I lost my link between the two. And I had it was up on the screen here, what I was trying to read, but it wasn't in sync with the computer screen. So, oh my stars. It is welcome to my world. You know, I'm just you know, I could probably try and make this show a little more professional, but yeah, you know, maybe some of you might like me just the way I am. So I don't know. It's probably never going to be very professional. And especially now that I'm like going with just authenticity. This is the way I live. This is kind of like a cluttered little space up there on the shelves, and I don't really care. Maybe I'll put some books up there someplace, and you can see what a scholarly kind of person that my stack of unread books would look like. You know, there's another shelf up there, and then but that one's really messy. So like I got rid of it. I keep trying to figure out how to crop my screen a little bit. I'd like to where that door is not showing, but you know, we got this wide angle. Oh, the other thing I was going to do was like, I can change it sometimes and use that camera. And that's not bad. It's a little closer, a little tighter vision, but the lighting is not good for that camera. The way that looks right there like that, I don't know. But there's no glare. You know, my glasses are pretty good on that one. I got to keep that in mind. And then there's this camera, which is not lined up very good. Oh, I probably, you know, that one I don't like very well. It's kind of like a fisheye kind of thing going on there. That's kind of a cool. Let's see if we can mess with that a little bit. That's really fish-eyed, isn't it? Let's do away with that. And then while I was messing around here, I was trying to get the camera on the iPad to give me another choice. And then I could like get a completely different angle. And I still can with these others, maybe. See what happens. I might try something. I'll think about it, and then next Monday morning, I will jump up and come in here and try and learn everything I should have been working on all week long, and then I'll make all the same mistakes that I made. Oh, I'm missing all these comments. Here we go. Do you have a green screen image going? No, this is the real thing. That's a shelf. And the bottle on the shelf looks like an image is transposed in it. There was a little bottle up there. This bottle here? Roll of Scotch tape. That's a picture of my deceased partner when she was young. This bottle you was talking about? I don't even know what it's a bottle of. Acrylic paint. I even went and talked about each one of these cards because they are created by an artist friend, and they're collages. And this Santa Claus one is a little racy, so I probably will just make this really quick because Santa Claus is peeking around the corner there. Oh, my stars. I love it. So a little porno for oh my gosh, I'm just like, now I'm really confused. See in the replay. Is that a bottle? No, that's a I'll be darned. No, I don't know. Anyway, that's life in my world. And so another deal. I've had a good week, culminated with my talking circle last night. I was really struck by that. And that was cool. I had been asked to get a hold of somebody, and oh my stars, the email addresses were all wrong, and so I was like shocked. I could not get a hold of them, and then they finally, the person I was trying to get a hold of had also gotten my email address, and they finally wrote to me, and we connected, or I was able to write back to them, but they haven't written back to me yet. So I don't know what's going on with that. But it was, I was getting ready to say it's like a God thing, because I had absolutely no way of contacting them. And hey, goodbye, Sarah. So glad you were able to stop in today. We'll catch you one of these days, have a little conversation. Love you. Take care. Yeah, it's late in Europe now. It's 1:00 here or later, 1:20 here. So 9 hours, 10:00. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. So, because I'm almost at a full hour of being on, even though I'm only 39 minutes of being on this one, but I started 3 times. So, oh gosh, thanks Gracie for coming and hanging out with me for a little while. and 22:21. So that's like 10:20. Yeah, that's what I would have thought. 9 hours. Yeah. Hey, love you, Sarah. Take care, honey. So, anyway, let's wrap this up. Love y'all. Love you, Gracie, and take care. And hope to see you Wednesday evening. So, who else is here? Did I miss somebody checking in, saying hi? Nope. Maybe they're still here. And maybe not. So we'll see you later, and take care. So for everybody that's watching this later on, hey, leave some comments. Let me know who's around. I eventually will get the opportunity to respond, hopefully sooner rather than later. And we will see you all again. If you are here and have not spoken, speak up before I shut her all down. Hey, love you. Bye-bye. Take care. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is the little outro stuff. You know, I got to get this stuff figured out. So we got to start the music. Oh, I don't know why it won't. And, oh gosh, the music didn't. Oh, I didn't pick one. So there we go. And with this, I'm going to check out. Oh my God. I need to do more live streams or something. Learn what the hell I'm doing. Love y'all. Bye-bye.